before we move to the next thing, because you mentioned it, I'm just going to bring it up briefly. Did you watch or pay any attention to that Borderlands stuff?
Hell no, don't care.
Okay.
I'm buying the game anyway because I'm a sicko.
You're forced to do it. I will say, like, I watched just whatever they put out as the gameplay trailer.
I've heard some reactions to it.
Okay. I will say, like, visually, that's probably the best that this game has looked. But that being said, it's just Borderlands.
I've heard it's very brown.
It looked a little more colorful here, I thought, but it's still like
doesn't matter.
It's just more like nothing about this is evolving.
My friends and I had a good conversation about it yesterday. Where, if you think about Borderlands, it is a franchise that is very like culturally popular, right? Like everyone knows what it is.
Everybody knows.
Like it's been around since the 360 and PS3.
Everybody shit on that movie.
It is a part of the gaming like zeitgeist, right? It is part of gaming culture. But if you talked to most people about Borderlands, they would argue with you, probably correctly, that series peaked at Borderlands 2.
I would agree with that.
Even and as someone who Borderlands 1 is my favorite game. For that game to have peaked at Borderlands 2, a PS3 and 360 game, why in the hell would anyone be excited for Borderlands 4?
Exactly.
Like, I get it, and like, yes, I will play it because I play them all with friends, but
I have
no excitement for it.
I remember when 3 came out, I was mildly excited. And then, like I said, you and I tried to play a little bit of it, and I couldn't. The story and the jokes were so bad.
And arguably, like, pre-sequel's not a bad game, but I think that is when most people decided, I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
And like the Tales from the Borderlands, I played the first one. Not a bad game. It's a good game. But I'm kind of just over the concept of Borderlands because we're just recycling the same dumb crap over and over again.
I also go back to, and I don't remember if it was the end of the first game or the second one, but I always go back to that one character alluding to going to other planets in this universe and the idea that the next game could have just been Border Worlds.
Yeah. And
that was the logical like evolution, and they've never taken that step.
I'm interested to see what because 3 kind of took that step, where like you would go to different planets.
I didn't get that far in it, so.
But you would go to different planets and stuff. But the problem with it is they're more of the same boring planets.
Okay,
it's just not interesting enough to keep me invested in a boring open world. And it's not to say that like a quote unquote boring open world is boring, because like Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, the worlds are objectively boring because there's a lot of like open space and not stuff, but it still doesn't feel like it in that game.
It doesn't, and there's also a lot of bullshit you can run into.
But Borderlands is such a like fast paced, your guns shoot knives, blow up everything game, that when I have to run from point A to point B and it's all the way to the fucking other side of the map, or get a car it just slows the game down.
It does.
That game would when you get into the dungeons of that game, it's far better because it's just you're constantly shooting and killing stuff. But that game needs a fundamental rework of that. It needs a fundamental rework of the gun system, because the gun system isn't fun anymore. In the first game, it's a novelty. In the second game, we multiplied it by 100. But now it's like, I find a good gun at level 13, and I keep it forever because it's still good. You should be able to level up your guns or mod your guns. Like we talked about it before. You have a gun that you're not going to use, but it's got a good part on it. You can break it, and you can have parts. And you can
I don't understand why they haven't even thought of something like that. Someone
there has to have suggested that.
Right?
Someone has to be like, what if we, instead of just like selling these guns or literally throwing them away because they're garbage, you could get something out of them to build guns. Like, it should have a gun builder.
Holy shit. Randy just said, fuck no, and did a magic trick and fired
Randy
that person?
Randy pulled a handkerchief out of his ass and he moved on. He said, I got to go use my human urinal in the bathroom and I'll be right back. So it's just... There is a path forward for Borderlands that makes it fun again.
And they just refuse to go down that path.
It's not. I don't even know if they refuse. It's just I don't know if they know how to do it.
Yeah.
And that's what's sad about it. Like, it's a franchise that, yes, it is popular and well known. It should be a dominant franchise.
Yeah.
How many franchises even get to a fourth game, or technically
right?
a fifth or sixth game, which is what
yeah,
this is?
Exactly.
And you're still here, and you're just killing it.
It's still fucking it up.
Yeah.